Track and field is an incredibly difficult sport. To be the best in this difficult sport, you must find an edge. Whether it's the high school state championship level, the collegiate conference level, collegiate national level, the post-collegiate professional world level, national level, and of course Olympics, you must find an edge in each stepping stone to get to that point. Now, everyone in the sport at this top level trains incredibly hard, trains with precise intention and incredibly scientific training, has the right gear to make it happen, and all have some level of genetics to get them there. These four different things everyone has. Now you have to find a fifth way, an edge of sorts, to get you to be the best. Because unfortunately, not all of us have the genetics of these world-class athletes. The people at the top level find an edge through performance-enhancing drugs, most of which do. That's just the reality of the sport. It's sad, but that is the truth. That's how it works. This module is not going to be your blueprint on how to get around cheating, drugs, that type of stuff. This module is my attempts at fast cutting or getting ahead of WADA and USADA to find molecules that will help you perform but are completely natural. We have a set of rules for track and field, and there is nothing wrong with doing something inside of these rules. You can take any supplement you want as long as it's not regulated by WADA and USADA and your governing body of your sport. There's some rules around drugs that it has to be FDA cleared in a certain country for some instance for you to be able to take it. So I'm not here to teach you how to cheat. I'm teaching you how to accomplish some of the same results of performance enhancing drugs while being completely natural and following all of the rules. Something that I would teach you guys if you want to do your own research is, I would honestly recommend against doing your own research, because this will be a very good starting point. But one way to find out something that no one else has found out in your current discipline is looking at different disciplines that are congruent to yours. What I mean by that is, if I want to find a way to increase performance in running, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be much easier if I look at a different discipline, a congruent discipline, to find ways to increase your performance in your current discipline by looking at the experts of a different one. For instance, an aerobic sport like speed skating or like swimming is a different discipline than running. There are different experts, different coaches, different professionals in this discipline that you can extract some of their knowledge to use for running. To get into the point here, one of the disciplines that I researched the most was actually equine, horse racing, because they're even further apart than like swimming and running. They're further apart, but also in the same line. We're still both running. We're still both trying to accomplish the goal of running from A to B in the fastest period possible, or fastest time possible. So further disciplines apart, and more knowledge to gain from that sport in running that runners don't know about, running coaches, running coach experts don't know about. So if I want to become an expert myself, become someone who brings new knowledge to the sport, I think that's one way of doing it. So to get right into it, the first concept that got me into researching racing horses and kind of this whole idea of looking at different disciplines to extract knowledge for your current discipline is milkshaking for horses. So it's actually illegal in horse racing to give them a milkshake. It's not actually a milkshake. When sports physiologists give their horses this compound, it will dramatically reduce their lactic acid concentrations and increase their lactate tolerance through sodium bicarbonate, electrolytes, and amino acids. So this will be your first little forte into this module. It's completely legal, completely in the confines of our sports, to extract some of this knowledge to use for ourselves. So a horse milkshake, I'll post a full article on this practice, but the ingredients are pretty simple. It's just sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda. I'm sure you have some in your cupboard right now. It's used as an antacid to reduce some of the lactic acid in the muscles, primarily the hydrogen ions. It's also mixed with glucose or dextrose for a carbohydrate source, alongside with sodium citrate, which also acts as an alkalizing agent when in combination with baking soda. You can also add some amino acids to help as well, but it's not really as important pre-race. So I'll post all the information about milkshaking for horses in the next module, but hopefully that gives you a little bit of a taste of what's to come in this module.